Hello mortgage coaches. This video is to show you how to put together an annual mortgage review presentation. Now I should note that many of our LOS and CRM partners do sponsor an automated version of this. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, ask our support team, support@mortgagecoach.com. We'd be happy to give you more information about it. For today's discussion, we're going to go ahead and build this from scratch. So first I'm going to start with a new client, and then you put in your borrower's name and so forth. For this one, I'm actually just going to call it Annual Mortgage Review. And then some key pieces of information that we're going to need to have, and you can get this from your LOS, you can get this from your CRM, is you're going to need some current mortgage information. So I'm going to jump straight over to the assumptions area, and I'm going to put in the current property value. Then I'm going to jump over to the current mortgage, and I need to enter the mortgage that closed. Now if this is an annual mortgage review, this might have been last year, or this might be just an anniversary date from a loan that they closed in the past. In any case, you want to make sure to type in the first payment date here. So let's say that they closed this 7/1 of 2017. So this is now a 2-year-old mortgage. When they originally took it out, it was for $300,000, and they took it out at a 5% rate over a 30-year term. Now you can see our system will automatically generate the remaining balance for you, and this is just the balance that would be applicable if they just made their regular amortized payments. Now certainly if you know that they have made additional payments, you can always overwrite this balance as you see fit. Now the next step here is to represent some new options for your borrower. And remember, they don't always have to be refis, so I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do this. Now when you get to the first product slot here, the most common form of an annual mortgage review doesn't require pricing, doesn't require closing costs, nothing. You're just going to show them what would happen if they just kept their same loan and continued to make additional principal reduction payments on it. How much faster could they pay those off? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy, so use the copy button here. I'm going to copy the current mortgage scenario. And then because it came in as a copy, I don't need to make any edits to this. And you can see that these are identical down the line here. Now where I am going to make my edit on this new product is I'm going to put my reinvestment payment on it when I get to the analysis screen. So first let's just rename it. I'll call it Reinvest 100 Monthly. And now if I jump over to my analysis screen, I'm going to go into the Adjust Reinvestment Strategy. And then on my new one, I'm going to put $100 right here. And you can see that changes my freedom point. Instead of 27.92 years, it's now 24.67 years. Now when I close out of here, you can see that my graphs have adjusted. And if I want to, I can actually send this presentation out just like this, and it would be perfectly valid. This is a conversation starter that you can send to your client because they may have other mortgage needs that you don't know about. Now, what I see many people doing is they'll actually also add a refi option on here. Now, the reinvestment option that we've shown, remember I said it doesn't include any kind of a new rate, it doesn't include any new closing costs, nothing. It's just showing them what an additional principal payment would do. But what if we also want to show them a possible refinance? Well, I'm going to go to the end of that product and I'm going to hit add another product. And I will just keep this one pretty simple and call it Refi 30. Yeah, let's make it 30 fixed. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the refi switch here, and you can see it's automatically brought in my base loan amount. This is exactly the same as my current balances back on the current mortgages. So this is a direct payoff. I'm going to put in the rate that I can get for them today. And then my term. Of course, try not to make typos like I did. And then as I continue forward here, because this is a new refi transaction, there's going to be closing costs. So make sure to either choose a template or create it yourself. Once you've got your costs in there, hit apply to loan. And then finally, if you do have monthly costs showing on your current mortgage, you're going to want to make sure your monthly costs are shown on the new mortgages. I didn't show it on the current mortgage, so this is just a P&I comparison. But because I did that, I want to make sure to put something in my payment notes about that. So taxes and insurance are not included in the payment. Now, if we were to take a look at what this looks like as a preview, I mean, we could certainly go to the very end of the screen here. Make sure to pop a quote date on it if you're going to disclose a new refi option, because you're putting a new rate on there. And then hit generate link. Now, once you hit that, this is the link that you can send to your borrower. But make sure to add a video on it. It's always important to do that. So hit add audio video. This will trigger your browser here. You can choose how you want to record it. For today, I'm actually just going to disable this, and we're going to take a look at what the output looks like. But you can see we've got our current mortgage here, and then we've got an identical mortgage. So this is just the same mortgage with an extra $100 payment going into it. And you can see our adjusted freedom point there. And then there's this refi 30 fixed where I'm refining them into a slightly lower rate. I'm going to change their payment a little bit. It's going to show them a monthly savings, and it's a good conversation starter. So your options, Mr. Client, I was thinking about you. It's your anniversary for your loan. Here's some options to either pay down your current loan faster, or here's a potential refi option. Now you may find that your original mortgage had such a great rate on it that a refi option doesn't make sense. I'd still show it, even if it's a higher rate than what they currently have, because you want them to know that you got them the best rate possible at the time you did their loan for them, and that right now it's not a great time to refi as a rate and term here. But this could also start the conversation for what are their other mortgage needs? Do they need to take cash out? Are they looking at doing a debt consolidation? All of these things can come into play, but you got to open the door. So that's what this presentation is about. If you have any questions on this, please do contact our team, support@mortgagecoach.com, and we'd be happy to help. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.